So today we're making Glamorgan sausages. Now I'm making these because I had an excess of Caerphilly cheese. So the ingredients for this yummy dish is 25 grams of butter, 115 grams of leeks which have been trimmed and finely sliced, 175 grams of fresh white breadcrumbs, 2 tablespoons of chopped parsley, 1 tablespoon of dried thyme, 150 grams of Caerphilly cheese, which I made myself, 2 eggs separated into the yolks and the whites, 1 teaspoon of English mustard, half a teaspoon of sea salt, and 5 tablespoons of sunflower oil, and a little bit of ground pepper to taste. Absolutely fantastic. Now I'm splitting this recipe into 2 parts. This first part is the Glamorgan sausage itself. The second part is a lovely onion and chili relish that I made as an accompaniment. So you'll see that as well. So you can find the recipe in the description below. So first we're going to add the butter to the frying pan. And then we're going to add the finely chopped leeks. So we're going to fry up the leeks a little bit there. So for about 8 or 10 minutes until they're slightly brown, but they're soft. So take them off the heat. And then to the breadcrumbs, we're adding the thyme. And we're going to add the fresh parsley. So I'm just chopping that up there. Great chopping skills, Gav. Now I'm grating the cheese into the bread mix. It's a delicious cheese, Caerphilly, and you can check out how to make Caerphilly at the little information bar at the top right hand corner now. So just mix that through with your hands. Then in a separate bowl we're going to add the egg yolks. Get all that in there. Then we're going to add the mustard to the egg yolk mix. And season it well with salt and pepper. So to the breadcrumb mix, we're going to add the leeks that you cooked off. And I'm going to add the egg yolk mix. Give that a good stir through. So it took a little while for that to stir through, and you'll find it's quite sticky, which is good. That's what it needs to be. So we're going to roll them into. I managed to get 7 sausages. I made them just roll them in your hands into sausage shapes, and I just put them on a cling film lined tray, and you'll need that later on. So there's my 7 little sausages. So the leftover egg whites put into a metal bowl. I seem to whisk a little bit better. And we're just making that a little bit foamy. So frothy. Not whipping it into a frenzy, so a little bit frothy. And we're going to use the rest of the breadcrumbs that we didn't use before, as per the recipe. And we're going to dip them in the egg white and then dip them into the breadcrumbs to coat them with more breadcrumbs. There we go. So once they're all done, we're going to put the sausages into the fridge for 30 minutes, into the kitchen fridge. Oh, that's for 30 minutes. Okay, to make the relish, the ingredients are 2 tablespoons of sunflower oil, 2 medium red onions, finely sliced, 1 red chilli, finely chopped, 2 garlic cloves, crushed, 75 grams of brown sugar, and 5 tablespoons of white wine vinegar. This is a delightful accompaniment. Kim actually really liked this part as well. Okay, so we're going to add the oil to the frying pan. I'm going to put in our onions and give those a bit of a stir until they're translucent. And throw in the chili. There we go. So I was using crushed garlic there. I didn't have any garlic cloves on hand, but you can use normal garlic cloves and pop those in if they're chopped. So then add in the sugar. And the white wine vinegar. And give that a good stir, and as the vinegar boils off, it'll go a little bit thicker, like that. And just take that off the heat. So I put that into a little ramekin for serving, and it was delicious. Absolutely fantastic flavour, so simple to make. Now we're going to cook up the sausages, so we're going to add 2 tablespoons of sunflower oil. And we're going to fry off the Glamorgan sausages on a medium heat. And now I've got a couple of little stuffing, well, 3 stuffing balls there that I had leftover breadcrumbs, so I made some spiced or herbed stuffing balls. So we just turn the sausages until they're brown. Absolutely delicious. Now I'm serving it up with some mashed potato. Now that the sausages are brown all over, we'll just serve those up. Remember, there's no meat whatsoever in this dish. It's a vegetarian dish. But the combination of the leek and the Caerphilly cheese just make this so special. An absolutely delightful dish. Here we go. Last sausage cut in half. And serve up the lovely onion, red onion and chili relish as well, just on the side so people can dip their sausages into it. Very nice. So this is really good comfort food. It just tasted so. It was a cold night. Wouldn't believe it here in summer, but it was a cold night and I made this up and it was absolutely delicious. So a bit of salt and pepper to taste. So here's the taste test right now. What's the verdict, Gav? If we can get inch frame. Oh, look at that. Absolutely delicious. So I highly recommend that you give Glamorgan sausages a go. There they are in all their glory. And there's the chili relish. Don't worry about the mashed potato and the stuffing ball. But they came out a treat. And thank you very much to Ambrose, who sent me the recipe for the Glamorgan sausages. Well, that's it for this episode, Curd Nerds. We'll have some more cheese making tutorials later on in the month. Thanks for watching, Curd Nerds, and we'll see you next time.